Dermatology studies confirm that after menopause, women lose up to 30% of their skin's collagen within just 5 years. That's why fine lines, sagging skin, and thinning hair often feel unavoidable. But here's something many don't realize: it's not only about hormones. In many cases, the real issue is hidden vitamin deficiencies. And there are 3 specific vitamins that most women over 50 don't even know they're missing. Let's talk about them. Hello, I'm a board-certified geriatrician with over 20 years of experience helping women navigate the changes that come with aging, from hormone shifts to energy loss and skin health. I've worked with thousands of women in their 50s, 60s, and beyond, many of whom felt discouraged when their skin and hair didn't respond to the creams and treatments they tried. But here's the truth: you're not powerless against these changes. The beauty industry often insists that youth comes in a bottle, an injection, or an expensive facial. But the science tells us otherwise. The real solution often lies in restoring the nutrients your body gradually loses after 50. Today, I'll walk you through 3 clinically studied vitamins that support skin elasticity, hair growth, and stronger nails. And the last one might surprise you. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos on women's health after 50. And please help me reach my first 1,000 subscribers so I can continue growing this channel. I'd also love to hear from you. Type 1 in the comments if this resonates with your experience, or 0 if you'd like me to cover other health concerns. Your feedback helps me create content that truly supports you. 1. Vitamin K2, the elasticity supporter. If your skin feels dry, tight, or less springy despite all the creams, serums, and careful skincare, you may be missing something deeper than hydration. For many women after 50, that stiff feeling in the skin isn't just a surface issue. It may signal a quiet deficiency in one of the most overlooked nutrients for healthy aging, vitamin K2. Vitamin K2 rarely gets attention in anti-aging conversations, yet its role is critical. Its primary job is to activate proteins that control where calcium travels in your body. Through a process called gamma carboxylation, K2 turns on matrix GLA protein in your blood vessels and osteocalcin in your bones, directing calcium into the skeleton where it belongs and keeping it out of arteries and soft tissues. When calcium accumulates in the wrong places, tissues begin to stiffen, including the skin. This stiffening shows up as a loss of bounce, deepened lines, and a more rigid texture, the very changes many women start noticing after menopause. As estrogen declines, vascular tone and microcirculation also change. But your skin's need for oxygen and nutrients doesn't diminish with age. That's where K2 comes in. By supporting flexible blood vessels and maintaining healthy mineral balance, K2 helps preserve the microenvironment that keeps your skin supple and responsive. Research continues to back this up. Clinical and observational studies show that higher K2 intake is linked with better vascular health and more elastic connective tissues. In my work with aging patients, I've seen how restoring K2 levels can help the skin regain its natural softness over time, not overnight, but gradually and meaningfully. The challenge is that getting enough K2 from food isn't easy. The richest natural source is natto, a fermented soybean dish popular in Japan but rarely found in Western diets. Smaller amounts exist in aged cheeses like Gouda and certain fermented dairy products. Because these foods aren't staples for most, supplementation often becomes the best option. I typically recommend the MK7 form of K2, menaquinone 7, because it stays active in the body longer and works more consistently. A daily dose between 90 and 180 micrograms, taken with a meal that includes healthy fats, is commonly used. For women taking anticoagulants like warfarin, it's essential to consult your doctor before adding any form of vitamin K with regular use. Results can begin within 6 to 8 weeks. Many women report that their skin feels less rigid, holds moisture better, and even regains a bit of natural spring. Improvements in bone density and blood vessel resilience often take longer, typically 3 to 6 months, but they are just as important for long-term vitality. Think of vitamin K2 as the scaffolding that supports everything else: your skincare, your diet, your movement. By building from the inside out, you allow your other habits to shine. But K2 is just the beginning. Skin elasticity is only one piece of the puzzle. In the next section, we'll look at a powerful antioxidant that acts as your skin's internal shield, defending your natural glow against stress you can't even see. 2. Vitamin A, the glow protector. Many women ask why their skin still looks dull, dry, or uneven even after using moisturizers, sunscreens, and high-end serums. If you've ever wondered the same, the answer may lie beneath the surface. Because while topical products support the outer skin, they can't reach where real damage often begins, inside the cells themselves. That's where astaxanthin comes in, a powerful antioxidant in the carotenoid family. Found naturally in salmon, shrimp, lobster, krill, and a type of red microalgae, astaxanthin has a unique ability. It embeds itself across your cell membranes, guarding both the inner and outer layers of each cell. This allows it to intercept free radicals exactly where they cause the most harm. And the science is striking. Lab comparisons show that astaxanthin is up to 500 times stronger than vitamin E and significantly more potent than vitamin C in neutralizing oxidative stress. This is crucial after menopause, when estrogen levels fall and your body's natural antioxidant defenses weaken. Without those defenses, your skin becomes more vulnerable to daily environmental stress, sunlight, pollution, and toxins, which accelerate the breakdown of collagen, elastin, and healthy skin cells. Sunscreen helps block UV light, but it can't undo the oxidative damage already happening inside the skin. That's where astaxanthin fills the gap, acting as a kind of internal sunscreen, not by blocking rays, but by neutralizing their effects at the cellular level. The result? Skin that's better protected from within. Clinical studies back this up. In a randomized, double-blind trial in Japan, women who took 6 milligrams of astaxanthin daily for 8 weeks saw improvements in elasticity, moisture, and reduction of fine lines compared to a placebo group. Another study found visible improvements in skin tone and smoothness, especially around the eyes. These results reflect what I often hear from my patients. Their faces look brighter in photos, their skin texture feels more refined, and their natural glow starts to return. Dietary sources of astaxanthin exist, but the amounts are small. While wild salmon, red sea bream, and krill do contain this nutrient, the doses used in clinical studies would require eating large portions daily, something few of us can realistically do. That's why most women benefit from supplementation. The common dosage is 4 to 8 milligrams daily, taken with a meal that contains healthy fat to aid absorption. It's considered safe, although taking it on an empty stomach can occasionally cause mild stomach upset. Still, it's not a quick fix. Most women see visible changes after 6 to 8 weeks of consistent use. Astaxanthin isn't a replacement for sunscreen or skincare, it's a partner. It strengthens your skin from the inside, helping it resist daily stress and age-related breakdown. And beyond beauty, it supports eye health, cardiovascular function, and physical stamina, making it a nutrient worth considering after 50. But while astaxanthin helps protect what you already have, the next nutrient is all about rebuilding, specifically, the structure of your hair, nails, and outer skin. In the next section, we'll talk about biotin and how restoring it can help you renew what time has worn down. 3. Vitamin B7, the keratin builder. If you've ever felt frustrated running your fingers through thinning hair or watching your nails split just as they start to grow, you're not alone. These aren't just minor cosmetic annoyances. They're signs, subtle biological signals that something essential may be missing. And one of the most common culprits, especially after 50, is a deficiency in biotin, also known as vitamin B7. Biotin is part of the B complex family and plays a central role in the production of keratin, the structural protein that forms your hair, nails, and the outermost layer of your skin. When biotin levels are low, keratin synthesis slows down, making tissues fragile. That's why so many women in their 50s and 60s report brittle nails, excessive hair shedding, or skin that never feels fully smooth, no matter how carefully they care for it. On a cellular level, biotin acts as a cofactor in the metabolism of amino acids, fats, and glucose, the building blocks keratin depends on. Without enough biotin, new cells lack structure, and it shows in breakage, thinning, and persistent dryness. That's also why replenishing this one nutrient often leads to visible, measurable improvement. Clinical research supports this. In one study published in the Journal of Clinical and Aesthetic Dermatology, women with brittle nails who took 2.5 milligrams of biotin daily for 6 months saw marked improvements in nail strength and thickness. Other studies have shown reduced hair shedding and better hair density among postmenopausal women who corrected a biotin deficiency. Biotin can be found in foods like eggs, almonds, walnuts, sweet potatoes, and avocados. But there are challenges. Cooking can destroy some of the vitamin, and absorption naturally declines with age. For that reason, many women over 50 benefit from daily supplementation. The most commonly used dose ranges from 2.5 to 5 milligrams per day, taken with food. Because it's water-soluble, excess amounts are flushed out in urine, making toxicity extremely rare. Visible results require patience. Hair and nails grow slowly, so improvements often take 2 to 3 months. Early signs may be subtle: a stronger nail edge, baby hairs at your temples, or skin that feels less dry throughout the day. But over time, these small wins add up, and with them comes a quiet return of confidence. Biotin works best when it's part of a broader routine. Your body also needs adequate protein, omega-3 fatty acids for scalp and nail bed health, proper hydration, and restful sleep. Women who combine these habits with consistent supplementation tend to see the best and fastest results. What makes biotin so powerful is not its speed, but its ability to restore what your body still knows how to do. With time and consistency, keratin structures rebuild. And for many women, this is the turning point when discouragement fades and progress begins. But even the best nutrients need the right environment to do their job. In the next section, we'll explore 5 daily habits that help these vitamins reach their full potential, multiplying their impact on your glow, energy, and resilience. 4. 5 supportive habits to multiply the benefits. Even the most effective vitamins can only do their best work when the body's internal environment supports them. Over the years, I've seen many women begin a new supplement full of hope, only to feel disappointed months later. Often, the problem isn't the vitamin itself but daily habits that silently undermine its effects. To make K2, Astaxanthin, and biotin truly transformative, certain foundational practices must become part of your routine. Hydration is the first. Water is the transport medium for every nutrient. Without enough fluid, cells can't absorb vitamins efficiently or remove waste. Skin shows this quickly, becoming flat, dull, and lined. Women who commit to 6 to 8 glasses of water each day often notice their moisturizers start working better because their skin barrier is no longer starved from within. Gentle morning sunlight is another ally. Just 10 minutes helps regulate circadian rhythms, stimulate natural vitamin D production, and stabilize hormones that influence skin repair. Exposure should be modest, and sunscreen remains essential later in the day. But that early light supports both skin health and sleep quality. And as sleep improves, faces often appear brighter and more rested. Nutrition itself multiplies benefits. Vitamins function more effectively when surrounded by their natural coactors in whole foods. A plate filled with vibrant greens, reds, purples, and oranges provides antioxidants, minerals, and phytonutrients that amplify the actions of K2, Astaxanthin, and Biotin. Supplements should be seen as reinforcements, not substitutes. Restorative sleep is also critical. During deep rest, the body produces collagen, repairs microdamage, and balances cortisol. Skimping on sleep disrupts all these processes, and no supplement can fully compensate. Protecting 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep can produce more even skin tone, reduced puffiness, and steadier energy. Managing stress may be the quiet key that holds everything together. Elevated cortisol breaks down collagen and accelerates visible aging. Even 10 minutes of deep breathing, mindfulness, or prayer can change how the body responds to challenges and how the skin looks in the mirror. Managing stress is not indulgence, it is preventive medicine. Together, these habits act as multipliers. Vitamins provide the raw materials, but habits decide whether the body uses them well. I often compare it to planting seeds. If the soil is dry and neglected, even the best seeds will fail. But when the ground is nurtured, the same seeds thrive. Women who combine consistent supplementation with hydration, balanced meals, rest, light, and stress control see the most striking changes. This is also a good time to remind you that your voice shapes this community. If any of these habits resonate with you, share your experience in the comments below. By doing so, you may inspire another woman to take a small step toward better health. And if you have not yet joined our growing community, subscribing now will help us reach 1,000 members who support each other through life after 50. Habits may sound simple, but they form the framework within which nutrients perform at their peak. Once these basics are in place, improvements in skin, hair, and energy become more visible, and they set the stage for something even more important, the emotional renewal that comes when a woman begins to feel like herself again.